Om Swastiastu. Let me open up my speech with a quote. Patriarchy is a prison made by men that cages both men and women. In this video, I'll be explaining about the 5th Sustainable Development Goal, to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. My name is Nayaka, and this is my take on feminism and how patriarchy will harm men. As we all know, we live in a society that continues to give unequal rights towards women. This is evident in the lack of representation of women in leadership roles, careers, unequal pay, and many other examples. However, as a man myself, I recognize that I cannot fully understand what women are going through on a daily basis, such as discrimination, unfair expectations, and challenges that can range from getting catcalled on the street to being raped. Because of that, I believe it is not fair for me to speak on behalf of women. Instead, I'll be talking about how patriarchy creates a rigid and harmful system that not only harm women, but also men. I hope through this video, men will realize that the harm that I'm experiencing is a result of patriarchy, and we could work together to stop it. To give context, a patriarchal society, such as Indonesia, is one in which men hold more positions of power than women. As a result, women are often at a disadvantage because of the lack of privilege that they have. However, patriarchy does not only create prejudice towards women, but also puts harmful expectations on men. Because, to maintain the dominant position in patriarchy, men are often expected to conform to the rigid ideas of masculinity, such as being dominant, aggressive, and powerful. These traits are maintained not only to assert social dominance, but also to maintain the gender hierarchy in the patriarchal society. I will explain to you how these rigid ideas can harm men instead of benefiting them. I'll be bringing 2 points about emotional repression and toxic masculinity. The first point about emotional repression. Patriarchy dictates men to act tough, strong, and aggressive. They do not allow other men to show emotional vulnerability. This can be seen in the common saying, "Boys don't cry." This is proof that at such a young age, men are taught to repress their emotions. They are discouraged to express sadness, fear, and weak emotion. As a result, men to bottle up their emotions. This emotional suppression contributes to serious issues such as mental health struggles, lack of emotional intelligence, and unresolved emotion and trauma. The second point about toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is defined as a pressure for men to prove themselves constantly through dominance, aggression, control, and even violence. Men who show vulnerability and sensitivity are mocked and ridiculed. Toxic masculinity can result in unhealthy relationships, anger issues, and even acts of violence just because they need to prove someone that they are manly enough. Lastly, patriarchy leads to discourage men to seek help. Patriarchy taught men to solve their problems alone. This makes them less likely to go to therapy, seek medical help, or open up to friends. Men are likely to die through suicide and medical complications due to this reason. That is why we, as men, need to break free from this ridiculous standard in patriarchy. By supporting feminism, we can achieve a society where men are not afraid to express their emotion, be sensitive, and are not forced to maintain a toxic standard of masculinity. Let's create an environment that benefits both men and women. That is all from me. Om Santi 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 Om. Thank you.